Jai Hind students. As in our previous module, we have understood two different motions of the earth, that is rotation and revolution. In detail, we understood the first motion of the earth, rotation of the earth, and we understood orbital plane, the circle of illumination, and if the earth does not rotate, that one what can happen. Today we will see in our second module the revolution of the earth and the seasons. The second motion of the earth around the sun in its orbit is called revolution. It takes 365 and 1/4 days. 1/4 means 6 hours, as we have understood it in our first module also. As there are 24 hours in a day, so 1/4 means 6 hours. But for our own convenience, we take only 365 days in a year and we keep safely that 6 hours for 3 consecutive years. On 4th year, we add on one full day when it becomes 24 hours. And that day is added in the month of February. So in a leap year, we have 29 days instead of 28 days in the month of February. And in a year, we have 366 days. It is clear that the earth is going around the sun in an elliptical orbit. So one thing is noticeable, that throughout its orbit, the earth is inclined to the same direction. Earth does not change its direction. A year is generally divided into 4 main seasons, that is summer, winter, spring and autumn, and that change we find due to the change in the position of the earth around the sun. When it is near or when it faces the sun, at that time we have summer. When it is partially far away, then it's winter. Spring and autumn, that we are going to discuss in our coming slides. Now see, in this image you can see that on 21st June, the northern hemisphere is tilted towards the sun and the sun rays fall directly on the Tropic of Cancer. These areas receive more heat. And the longest day and the shortest night at these places occur on 21st June. At this time, the southern hemisphere, all these conditions are reversed. Means if in northern hemisphere it is summer, then in southern hemisphere the countries or the places located in southern hemisphere will have winter season. And as we discussed reverse, so definitely in the southern hemisphere the nights will be longer and days will be shorter. This position of the earth is called the summer solstice. On 22nd December, the Tropic of Capricorn receive direct rays of the sun as the south pole tilts toward it. So again on 21st December, southern hemisphere, the countries like you can take the example of Australia, they will have summer, and in northern hemisphere like we, India, we will have winter. One more thing which is noticeable, that on 21st March and 23rd September, means generally in the month of September and March, direct rays of the sun fall on the equator. So at this position, neither the pole is tilted towards the sun nor any particular like Tropic of Cancer or Tropic of Capricorn or Arctic Circle, no circle. Direct sun rays is falling on the equator. So the whole earth will experience equal days and equal nights, and this position is known as equinox, when the earth experiences equal days and equal nights. On 23rd of September, it is autumn season in the northern hemisphere. Wow. Why and how? Because as we saw that in the month of June, May and June, we had summer season. So definitely after summer rainy season comes, and then in the month of September we will experience autumn season. Similarly, the opposite will happen in the southern hemisphere. They will have spring, and in the month of March, 21st March in this case, it will be spring in northern hemisphere and autumn in southern hemisphere. This much only for today we have discussed. If you have any other query, generally we have discussed all the aspects of rotation and revolution. If you find anything which you could not understand, you can get back to me. Till then, happy learning and Jai Hind.